yeah. Boom! It's usually one of the music pieces that we hear as an outro. It's like Spectrum from Alexander Nakarada royalty free music on SoundCloud. It's very nice. You should look it up once you get some time. Also, welcome people. I hope you guys are ready for some more Kazzira.
Kazzira!
Heck yes, I'm already hyped for her. I cannot wait for the armor pieces to come together and really get going with armor. Heck yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like let's see what ready to rumble. What you can do in armor, and I just like to take my time for this character because I think the concept behind it is very awesome. So yeah, maybe take a couple of sessions, but we'll have something. We'll have something to, you know, throw at players as a ready-to-go product.
Nice, that would be awesome.
That's my goal.
We need some awesome, either like stronger minions, or even maybe if you want to use her as a
I would use her as badass mini boss. I wouldn't use her as a boss because at the end of a certain chapter you'd probably come across something more evil, more sinister, bigger, eviler, whatever, depending on what kind of campaign you're running, because it could be, you know, it could take all kinds of turns left and right. What I do for my campaigns is let the parties, like the player characters, decide the route that they take, and they make the enemies that they make on that route.
Nice.
So you had the same thing probably happen as well with the campaign that you were playing with me in Waterdeep. As you were going on to certain events that you were making enemies around. And
oh yes.
Yeah. You were not taking them seriously in the very beginning, but some of them had a pretty good combat written up for them just to take revenge on you guys. For the lackey from the Mind Flayer that you have in Waterdeep, I forgot his name briefly, but I do know that I had this whole revenge plot just written out for you guys because you pissed him off.
Yeah, that was our party. We pissed off a lot of people.
Yeah, and it was fun. It was so fun. I got to throw a lot of people at you who would definitely go for revenge. A lot of people who would not. So there were a couple of NPCs that I really definitely written off, like, oh no, they're not gonna do this. And as we continue to chitter chatter, I'm gonna throw online the stuff that we have to do for today. There we go.
Yes, with our own mini boss.
Yes. So yeah, to fall back onto Kazzira, I would definitely use her as a mini boss, like a prelude to people you probably piss off in combat, or as for this particular person, I think you'd piss her off while she's on a bounty hunt or something, and you disturb that process, and she'd probably like, okay, you don't give me my prey, then I'm gonna make a prey out of you, type of person. Also, for peeps who are new arrivals, or who've been watching this for quite some time, you may have noticed I have a ton of more brushes all of a sudden in my Clip Studio Paint. I found a way to install my favorite Photoshop brushes and incorporate them into Clip Studio Paint, and I'm so happy with it. There was a trick I had no clue of it existing, but this allows me to do the crazy things. At least I think they're crazy, but they're dabby brushes, and I know they're brushes, and brushes do not make the artist. But here's some brushes from Sakumi-chan that she gave away on DeviantArt. I think you can still look them up and find them. It's a whole horde. I sometimes like to experiment with brushes from other artists just to get a feel of what they're doing. As for these brushes as well, and more standard acrylic, Roman Noir, I haven't gotten to test that one out yet. I did use my skin brushes for one of my all-time masterpieces. It has a lot of nice texturing, so I would save those for last, just to gloss over some things. And as for the artistic brushes, like the water oil, like, oh, I love it so much. It's like I can... It's not necessarily the best blender brush that you may have, but it certainly does something. And it just has a very nice touch to it. But yeah. Like if I drag and swoop it around, it does pick up some of the color. And here it goes. The underlying color is white, so it picks that up. And it gives a very nice woolly effect to it. I really like to use for armor. So yeah, if you guys really want to know how I install these brushes, please do let us know in the comment section and hype up the chat.
Yeah, I believe we talked about the brush set from the person you mentioned like earlier, and we put it in the Discord, but it was like way back. So indeed.
Oh, that's someone else. Yeah, that was someone else. Sakimichi-chan I haven't spoken about, and the reason I hit the branded stuff for for our channel is one reason I do not want to make some general Kenobi accidents going on here. But oh, this looks marvelous before. But I mind, like, yay. Doing a thing. Also, hey, Lost Fire Dragon, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah, welcome.
To be frank, I forgot the one I mentioned the brushes from, but I do know it's inside of Clip's Studio Paint that you can find the artist in there who made those brushes. They were not meant for Photoshop or anything.
Ah.
It's just, I really do like some of these brushes. I'm gonna be playing with brushes a lot tonight because I managed to get back a whole lot of brushes. Here are some of the effect brushes. I already had these two columns right over here, like the anime and the hair. I have barely touched those. Even when I'm drawing hair, I'm just, you know I have them, and that's the satisfaction factor for me. It's like, oh, I can always fall back if it doesn't work out, but yeah. Some of the chain brushes.
I think it's fun that you have chain and chain number 3. Where's chain number 2?
Yeah, chain number 2 got lost into it's somewhere. But I do love this. It's like wicked. It's like, yay.
Chains.
But not what I want right now. And here are some by Farah on some scales. I do know for Photoshop how to make your own scales, and that's pretty easy actually. You grab a photo of an animal that you in particular want the scales to come from, and what you do then decide to do is make a black and white out of that, and only keep the black or the white depending on how you want to invert the effect, and then you save it as a brush. It's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Don't want that. Nope. Super still. It's also very nice as a brush. Yeah, not what I want right now. Ooh, it's good work.
Yeah, so for the ones who are looking and thinking, what the fuck are we doing? We are brushing up Kazzira from like last time. Last week we started her and she became so badass that we wanted to give her like the respect she deserves and polish her more.
Yeah, polish. I mean, I wouldn't shout too loudly about that, but yeah, just trying to go for that. So if I'm really gonna go Polish, we might need more sessions. Do we
Yeah,
mind?
that's true.
Like on one side, I don't mind it too badly. I mean, considering that what we can accomplish within the hour, and if you really count down on it, artists who work for League of Legends and other artists who work in the industry don't get that amount of time. There is a way we can speed up a process, and it's unconventional. I know people are gonna go hating on it. It's the AI art generator, but then put to good use. We use this very image that we have right over here, our initial draft, and then specifically tell the bastards to only use this image and nothing else, and render it into a better version of itself. So it has to match quite close to the object. I can go and try if that works for a bit. I think I am gonna go try that a little bit. Just after a couple of scratches.
Yeah, because we do have to be careful with that, because we don't know about the commercial uses and stuff.
Oh, I do. So I've read everything about it. I know everything about the one that I'm using. It's the Dream AI. I'm very careful with it, and I know exactly where, who, what, where. I always read upon the licenses, as boring and dull as it sounds. It's very good to read into them. Midjourney is something I do not want to touch for this subject. I do love it, but it's too expensive for my likes. And then you have to share your work, because it's never truly quote unquote used unless they've updated their little rule giving. As for the artistic point of view of Dream AI, WotC, you can play and fiddle around with it. The thing is, make your own little picture, render that through the AI, bloop bloop bloop, and then you continue to draw over whatever the AI gives up. Like, yay, I have sparkles over here. You continue to draw right over that concept. As in, I will speed up the process. You do not just hijack anything. If this would be hijacking, a lot of concept artists would be out of a job, because they'd be sued by photographers at a near constant rate. So you have to be careful with what you put in there. The input is important. Not to use someone else's work as strictly your own. That's what I would recommend. So as for Fire Dragon, very tribal colors. Yeah, I might get rid of some of the tribal colors, because you know, blood and stuff is a thing. But yeah, we're having at it.
Yeah, we can maybe even think about light on our arm, because in the room itself, I don't know if we want to use this, but there are 2 torches. So we want to play with light. That's also a possibility, but
maybe later on as the final steps, but not right now, because I have no way of knowing where the torches are in the room and how they fall upon the armor. And then there's also a bounce light that comes up from that. And if you have other characters standing over here, like with battle axe or battle hammer, like how that would reflect upon them.
Yeah, that's true.
So right now, I would rather focus on her person, and then after that, the light. If it were a singular piece, like I'd only have to focus on her, it wouldn't matter. So I'd just plop in the torches. I just want to get some basics done. But I do like your ID. It's really good to know that like 2 torches is say, right?
Yes, 2 torches are.
Just gonna note that down.
2 torches in cones that flank the stone altar, and C is behind on the other side of the altar. Oh,
2 torches.
They flank the stone altar. So C is from both sides they get light. That could be.
It's like this side, and if we have an altar going here or something, or she could be standing on top of said altar. Setting in front of it.
Description, but that then you can definitely like change a little bit. Like standing before the altar are 2 grim figures, and there's like Kazzira and 𝙏𝙏𝙍𝙯. I'm still confused about how to pronounce his name, but
it is not working. Hold up. Flip. That be that. Gone. I'm gonna make a copy right over here. Layer copy safe. Gonna go back here, get rid of some of my note takings, and I'm gonna go try this AI thingy real quick. I have it under the thumb anyway. So what I do is I take a screenshot. I do not want too many details in there. Like, I just want to have it work with what we have so far and nothing else, nothing more. So the details that I get is what it has to do the stuff with. And save that part. I'll upload it on dream.ai. Just telling you guys what I'm doing. I don't think I can show this so easily. I can't.
no, you're sharing the program instead of your screen, so indeed.
Yeah, I do have a browser tab somewhere in my OBS studio, but it's faster to do it this way.
Yeah.
I think. Or do I have the browser option here? No, I do not. That would take too much effort and it would take too long. And we don't have that long. I'd select a setting that I find fitting, which is a horror kind of scene. So I would go for horror cut 2.1. And I'll tell the enter the prompts. What shall we make of it? I'm gonna say villainous female knight in black armor with chains, and I'd say it would be trending on ArtStation. And let's see what it does with that simplistic prompt. So I'm not going to go into major depth of it. I already set the settings to very strong, so it keeps in mind that it's going to be a very strong representative of what we have. I do not mind what I see, but however I do have some complaints. I'm gonna paste. It's the first result that we have, and I have to admit it's not that bad. It's I would say that instead of panties, I would love to see armor parts over there as well. Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
So we here have a comparison. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah,
the bow
really
was taken into mind.
Mm.
We can see that our mace has been taken into mind, and a very warped shield.
Yeah, so it does understand that it's a wooden shield and there's something on it, so we definitely have to work with that, but yeah.
So I just entered into the prompt metal crown and a torn bark wooden shield.
Oh, yes. Maybe
Let's see if that does any miracles. And then I'm going to leave it to those two prompts just to put that to the side and look at the shiny stuff.
Yeah, it's a little bit because maybe of the armor, I don't know if you can change that, because in her...
this I like better.
If I go to her description, she is of course the Fist of Bane, and she wears chainmail. And I think this is more presenting either plate, maybe, going there.
Yeah, it's half plate, full plate armor. I would say full plate because the legs are not covered. But in this second image, we can clearly see that the AI did my whims and woes and did its job. It even kept on with the background colors. Nice job. Look at that, a near match. So here we go, something more toward my liking. What I wanted to do was have a chainmail piece over here, like on top of it, and a armor part right over here. But that's already been taken into account as well. And I'm going to bring forward my bucket armor. So I do like the results. And I do want to speed up our process. I do not like that the entire bow has been turned into one big chain.
Yes.
The bow is gone over here. It's like,
sad.
oof. But worry not, we can deal with that. So these are the two AI results that we got. Let's move them a little closer to one another. I have a definite pick on the one that I want to use and work with. So, flip. I'm gonna merge these selected layers. I'm gonna name these layers AI reference. Thank you. So, yeah. And I am going back to our chat, see if there's some chatters. Not yet.
Oh, it's
Good,
quiet
good,
at the
good.
moment. No, I'm keeping an eye on it.
Ooh, thank you very much. Alright. Now, we may notice that this canvas has, it's twisted. Let's face it. Can we change that? Of course we can change this. I'm gonna say we're gonna open a new one. Flip. And I'm gonna go copy this. Right layer. Copy. And we're gonna go paste it. And I do want her to be faced this way. Please. Had the other canvas flipped. It's a reference point, and I want a solid background. I want the background to be a little bit this way, or maybe so that works. That's nice. Then I'm just gonna enhance this picture, like, aha, enhance the CSI, it works, it lives. Not really. Like, we can see, definitely learn here that AI has done a thing, but it also has done another thing that is making our job a wee bit easier. Some stuff has gone wrong, like fingers, many other things, but other things, such as armor, has really, you know, taken a big step. Just to keep a reference that I can turn layer on and off, and do continue.
Mm-hmm. Is
there something you wanted to say, RedOneArt?
Yeah, you were talking about all the little things that AI is not doing very well that we're just gonna fix. We already know that AI is not going to be perfect, so...
No, neither are we, so we'll just make a happy thing together.
Mm-hmm.
Bloop. Bloop. I'm just gonna get rid of this background thingy over here. There. Whoops. Wrong thingy. Oh, that'll do, that'll do. So, what we have right now is... amazing. And I want to stick the right brush for this, so I'm gonna go here. Spoilage, charcoal, not what I want. Soft blend. Is that something I want? Nope, it's not what I want. So there's some softer colors, some soft blends. Not what I'm looking for at the moment. I think this is one of the brushes that I'm really looking forward to because it has some grit to it. You can see that it's texturized and it definitely does something. Now, I don't want to zoom in too much because then we start making the biggest mistakes of our lives. So we do have a respective downscale before we start working on the tinier details. Even though we already have some of the tinier details going on for us, I do like to think about, hey, what's there and what isn't and how should it look? Just squint through your eyes, and I think her It's like this is with personal preference. I'm just gonna redo those change right up there, so I'm gonna get rid of them. So might want to turn that into a hand over there. Considering that the elbow is right over here, so that seems okay-ish. I mean, it's not bad, not bad. And enemy is still ways around. Same for me. My other piece. I usually fix that on the go. It's one of my quirks. When I start sketching, it's all rumbly dumbly, and I fix it as I go. So it could be a thing that this is in front of her, but I don't like the pose in general if it goes in front or between her legs, like, oh, I'm holding it, making naughty jokes like that. So I prefer that to go behind her. I'm gonna grab that one. Just quickly make it so, like, oh hey, there, or better. Doesn't take away that I do not find the shape interesting. And I think we lost our music a little bit.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right. Can fix that. And I would say I do like the armor upgrade. Oh, we can make it better.
Yes, it really helps.
It's really helpful. I hear a pling. It's not my
yes,
chat.
sorry. That's probably.
Oh no.
My excuses.
No, it's okay. Let me turn up the music again on this side. We have something. If you have any questions or ideas or things that you want to pop into chat or talk about your own characters, go ahead. We have a chat for a reason.
Yeah.
Use it.
Let us tell what your character would do if they encounter this woman anywhere. Where do you think you will encounter her? That's also maybe a nice question.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll spark some inspiration for our DMs.
Like, I want this thingy right up there to be a really mean. Hooked thing. It's like when that one is used to smash with, it's going to be very painful. I'll get to that. I go to the details as long as I know what I want right over there. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Yes, yeah, we were last time talking about this beautiful combination of a mace with a chain and us.
Yes. Indeed, we were. It's not yet the bucket helm type of feeling that I have over here, and I might wanna. Almost. It's getting close to the bucket helm that I want. And just to give more fakeness, as in, I want to correct the hands right over there. Leave it close to the knee. Take another point. I have to think about this. Doop, 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 doop. There.
I was already thinking that as well. It's really close to you.
Either you gotta go behind. That's fine. See how that envelops. It's shiny, shiny, shiny. Or I'm gonna go lean back a little bit, I think. Chum chum chum. I do think that a chest does give way to perhaps a wee bit more too much of that. It's not exactly booby armor, but it almost hints toward that, and
yeah,
I think that should be a little bit more flat. No offense, lady. With all that trading, I don't expect those guys to be big.
No, she always like put it as close to her chest as well, so it doesn't get in the way of fighting.
Probably ties it up or tucks it away. A little bit of a cape behind. I think that could also work, like a sinister cape thingy. We have some of the change that I will bring back. I do like a crest piece. That could be a piece of ball, and I'll have yet to incorporate that. I do want the chain armor definitely to be in there, so I'm just gonna go grab that over here. Grab something.
Yeah, we have to see how we...
Oh yes, no, I know. I planned for that. I wanted right over here. I can... incorporate the way I want it to.
Yeah, how is it with the like the position of the head and the neck? How we think, should we first... Do we think it's nice at how it is, or should we move it before?
Oh no, I'm working on things right over here, so don't you worry. No worries at all. Just want to see how the chain armor would look over there, and have one of these fabulous chain armor thing pieces that goes this way. It's like a circular. How do you call it? A collar? Like a collar, yes.
Yes, we were working with it last time, and I thought it was really nice. The idea.
And then on top of that, some of the other armor pieces may go or do a thing. Just a little bit of shiny. Ah, I love shiny, and I love drawing armor. What we could incorporate right over here as well is some of that chainmail. That is more of a Dark Soul type of thing. Like you have the entire chainmail thingy, but it's torn. It's like it's torn and there are some loose pieces and elements going on. I think that is so cool. I definitely want to use a brush for this, perhaps later on, to make it look even better. So it's like some pieces right there.
Yeah, and lately I saw a video about the TikTok girl that made a video where she showed all her chainmail pieces, and then people complained about, you know that there is also skills in there, like, and then she responded to that, yes, but there is also chains in there, so you can call it chainmail. And I think that's what we are doing right now. In her description it says chainmail, and as long as there's pieces of chainmail, you can still call it chainmail. She's
still wearing her chainmail shirt. It originally started as a chainmail shirt. It just got torn along the road.
Yes.
Oh man, I think she is so badass. I think this would be a balding fist right over there, like, whirr. Also, again, armor. I don't know, I've been zooming in a little bit, but that's okay.
Yeah, and I don't know, but I do like the description that was in there. I don't know if we can get it back, but she had this like skull painted on her.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
On her with blood, and I think that would make her like the badass of her like a little bit more.
Yeah, no, we'll get to that point. It's just one thing at a time. I'm not that fast.
Yeah, sorry, my mind goes fast indeed.
I already tried my mind at it, or at least I tried my my hand at it. That's yeah, put it that way. I'd just like to fix some of the little things, so here, there, first, to see how that looks in comparison, and we can always look back like, oh hey, totally, I remember. Maybe I'm taking it slow with Kazzira, because I really like the design so much. I really want to put some more thought into it. And if I look at what we have right now and what the AI came up with after we conjured our drawing, like here the hips, the hip is very slim, It's like, oh, you're squeezed into the armor? How? Is there even human in there? Like,
Yeah.
no. So that was a little unnatural. I got rid of that. And yeah, we fixed up parts and bits here and there. So it's already starting to look like a design that I can appreciate and really use for D&D among my players and showcase to them, like, this is what you're up against. Have a fun fight. May a fortune forever be in your favor. Also, I do know that Twitch is mentioning, like, oh, you have 50 followers, but for some reason when I thought to look at analytics, it says precisely like 49, like, oh, oof, almost one follower away from those special soundboards, and have people save up for stuff. But thus far, no complaints, because I think people are capable of using the soundboard connected to Nightbot. Or not Nightbot, the other thing, SoundLab. So many extensions. I'm getting confused a little. Oops. But yeah, and other good news, and I may be jumping the gun here a wee bit preemptively, is that RedOneArt is a DM for hire. Did you know?
That's true.
Did you know? You can totally hire her as a DM. Bloody amazing. Then I wanted to join that little gig too. It's like, why not do the same thing and put up some more PR presence on Fiverr and other platforms. So we got the means to deliver. RedOneArt knows a whole lot about Roll20, has an impressive amount and a collection, dare I say, of campaigns.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I collect them.
Oh, you collect them.
I recently put something to my research about a campaign where you play as like animals, like as a dog and a cat. I don't know if you have heard from it, but it's
I
like
saw memes.
really nice.
No, I have not heard of it. Do tell.
Yeah, it's I think it's more designed for the ones who are looking for something more casual or more soft-hearted. That you can just play as your loyal forfeiter, and you're fighting against other dogs and cats. It's still a fantasy campaign, so there can be skeleton dogs, for example, but
I wonder how that'd go. I bark up against this tree. There might be a cat or a squirrel. Squirrel, squirrel.
Yeah, I haven't read too much in it yet, so I don't know how this story would look like, but
that's
I am really curious. Also, to maybe put a little bit more of, like, there's a lot of campaigns for adults, you know, for like going to the horror or the heavy fantasy.
Oh yeah, I am the one doing the horror
understand.
campaigns. I love them and I write them as well.
Yeah, but you have, for children, you have to be really careful about what
No,
you
I don't
put on
DM
the
for
table.
children. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna burn my hands over them. Sorry.
No, last Saturday I was working with character creation.
Yeah.
And there were some at least younger children.
Oh, it's like teenagers or?
Yes, I think they're like around like 12, 13, that kind of age.
Yeah, okay. It's like, still you have to mind your words and mind your step and by the stars and my word. Try not to swear.
So that was only character creation, so it's easy to do, like, to talk not about like heavy stuff or something, but for campaigns you have to be really careful because if you're gonna fight, you don't have to make it too gruesome for them.
Oh no, absolutely not. Yeah, that's the thing.
Is definitely a different game.
You also have the junior books, I believe, like the starter DM guide thingy.
Yes, they mostly like explain the things for children, but they don't have adventures in them, for as far as I know. But...
Oh, I thought they had entire campaigns over there.
Oh, they do? Because then I
No,
have
no,
to
I
search
don't. I
them
do
up.
not know. I
Right.
thought. Just like me having a thought. Like I assumed that they would.
I know that they had the children books, but that's the most explaining like what about monsters, and then make it like more for young adventurers.
Nah, it's not this way.
But yeah, I do indeed have a lot of campaigns ready to play, and starting to work them out slowly as I work on them. I'm now busy with working out Strixhaven for some little things. Yeah.
Well, that's nice. I heard that there's a lot of good things going on with Strixhaven. And some people are looking for particular campaign setups as well.
Now, I think Strixhaven is really for like anyone who was fan or still is fan of Harry Potter, for example, because you can live your Harry Potter dreams. Like, we're going to a fantasy school, and you can do
exactly that. Oh man, it's like at one point I do like I do like Harry Potter. Just the whole going back to school thing. The only thing I like it is like how it's put in Skyrim. I have no clue how. I do like the Harry Potter scene. It's very endearing, but it feels like, even though I grew up with this, I grew up with Harry Potter like from being a kid. But I was like, do I have to watch school after school? No, don't make me do this. I was really rebellious, and I did appreciate the art of magic and all of everything, but them sitting in the classes and like all this stuff coming at them, it's like, oh. But at this age and time and era, I do find it very interesting to know more about that. Like, oh hey, spell components, for example, just a thing.
Yeah, that's something you would learn at Strixhaven.
Yep. Or perhaps how to tame your owl, like, or messenger snake. That's definitely a thing. They gotta learn
the
about
flying
that.
messenger snake. I really love how they put them into the Tomb of Ventilation adventure, because they play for one of the merchant princes there and Schuld. They play a big role, and some players will uncover that.
Yep.
Some don't, but for the DM to read, that's really nice.
They also have a big role in Waterdeep. At least they get a role as in just let me fix a quick mistake that I have. That you can grab at one to receive some information about something that's going on. But it is such a narrow shot that is really difficult to make. That's so funny. Because many players do not even notice this one messenger snake that goes about from one point to another, and they come across it, and it's like, oh, is that a flying snake? Oh yes, William, it is. It is a flying snake. What you gonna do about it? Oh, bloody hell, nothing. Just seen about everything today now, isn't it?
Yeah.
That type of situations, like, it's hilarious.
Yeah, probably they will use it like when the late in the afternoon, just like when the night is setting in, and people are like, they are in a city, they are drinking sometimes, and you walk outside and indeed like with your pint still in their hand, and there's like this snake coming very fast, because they think they had quite a movement speed for as far as I remember.
Absolutely. They have a movement speed that's quite fast, so you have to arrow them out, or
I can imagine this like person walking outside with this pint just to get the fresh air, and they get like one flying snake going by, and they're like looking at their pint, and they're like, okay, I'm done for tonight, and then
enough beer, enough ale. I had enough. just fiddling around with the helmet. I just like some battle damage. In case people are wondering, like, what's all hit doing? It's like I'm trying to figure out a way of battle damage that would be awesome. Like maybe she tackled a owlbear or something. Like blimey, does she ever stop? Nay. This last is brutal.
And that's why she's a perfect, like, candidate for Bane. The tyrant, the ones who want warriors.
Yeah, she's a tyrant herself. I mean, she fits right up the Bane.
Yes.
She's well on her way to grow in the ranks of Bane. She's proven herself. Well, she would be a badass villain to come back later on in the campaign. Like, you defeat her, but then you've only earned her mad respect, which is an unyielding, relentless way of pursuit until she gets a rematch.
Oh.
Like, you always have a hunch or a feeling that there's something amiss or something close or nearby. And you do not know what, but you definitely feel spied upon. And every roll, every survival check that you make, like, something's coming in, creeping in closer, or you find evidence of someone that's been in the close vicinity, like a brushed out campfire, things like that. I think that would be blimey awesome.
Yeah, it could also be like a little bit the other way. Like, she defeated you, but you at least got a blow on her, and she thought it was that depressing that so she's now following you to see if you are actually getting stronger because she wants to rematch with you. But she wants you to be stronger first.
Yeah, or she wants to rematch because she lost. I mean, it's either one of the two. That is,
yes.
I think it's psychotic enough. Definitely, for sure. And I do like this helmet having some sort of, it's not exactly chainmail, but it's more like plate armor. Like you have multiple holes in there, and the helmet, kind of creepy and eerie.
Yeah, I think we can use
I want to go with something.
The part that close by, like there's an alcove in the north that contains a freestanding suit of plate armor missing its helm. Maybe she was like,
yoink.
I can use this plate armor, like this helmet, because I have to complete my epic fashion, my epic armor. And she just took it.
Yeah, she probably took the helmet and left behind the entire suit. I'm gonna go grab my bucket helmet, because I do so. Oh, look at the time. I'm really having a good lot of fun, and that means this looks like a biker helmet at this moment, but say no more. I'll get my bucket reference, and we'll have at it. Haha! Oh, I love this. Sometimes you just need to start references, and yeah, face. Yes. Yes. In order to grasp at what you're doing. Oh, look. There was a ceiling in front of me. I have a copy mate, right? It's kind of having a bit of a shredder vibes right over here.
Yes, Baima, it's a bucket. Do you remember where you found the bucket helmet as first? Oh,
bucket.
I remember that.
Oh yeah, that was a good moment, proud moment. For those people who are tuning in and do not know what we are negotiating or talking about, it's about a campaign where a certain player character took it upon himself to start the initial bucket helmet by putting an actual bucket on top of his head and pronouncing it to be a helmet.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we have many jokes about bucket helmets.
Yes, because you're putting over your head, so it's going to be a helmet, right?
Yeah, that's how helmets work. Technically, yes. This. Oh, I'm gonna grab some of the gold right over there.
And I remember as well that there was like this deity. You came across a deity as well that's called Helm, and then you taught like your part, like the characters that you played, because they were not, let me say, the smartest bunch together.
No.
That it was like an actual helmet that gets being praised.
Yep.
It was really fun.
Oh yeah, that was endearing, and also whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo. Heck yeah. I want this to be that way. I just really want to go for the bucket helmet design a wee bit. But with some horror themes to it, like as if there's some skull into this whole masterpiece of hers. Then maybe she'd beaten the skull into it with dents or something. I have no clue what she does to that armor. She cannot be very nice to it. I mean, she uses armor pure as how it's meant to be used.
Yeah, for protection against
protection
the
at battle, and if it's done, it's done, and she'd probably use something else. Or gets it fixed.
Oh, that could be as well. You'll see he likes the strength of the armor that she's using, so you're just gonna get the dents out of it. See if this can wear it.
Well, the dents I would say no, but the dents she may keep, depending on where the dent is. Like, is it bearable?
Dents, like...
But I would say if there's like a rip or a hole in it, she would probably get it fixed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, now we know why the bucket helmet, or the helmet of a certain particular type of armor is missing.
Yeah.
Someone has beaten you to it.
Yeah, and if you want a complete set, like, of the plate armor, you have to fight her for it.
Yeah, you have to defeat someone for this. Let's see what this does. Oh, we're getting there. Flip, flip. Oh, 10 more minutes. Ah. Do not want that one, I want this one. But yeah, I just speed up the entire process. I mean, we started in this very sash to where we ended.
Yeah, now we don't have to worry about most of the armor anymore, and I love the combination of the chainmail that we did. I love it.
Yeah, I probably have to fix the helmet a wee bit more. It's like a mirror. Mirror, mirror. Your best friend when drawing. Or being artistic in general. Like flip canvas. I still have to figure out this crown of mayhem. She might have tucked onto this armor or helmet, or has been an epic pause of the helmet.
Yeah, but maybe it doesn't work anymore with the current
I just want to see how it looks. Don't care. I'm gonna go look. Just want this to go here. Or like really having those spikes. I think it has to color them a bit.
Now she really reminds me of like the Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know what I'm doing.
It's nice though. See it, like he was a big badass, so she's going to be that as well.
Yeah, it's the entire gist of it. Like, want a Sauron wannabe look-alike? Have fun.
And there's probably that one player character who's going to be asking, who's Sauron?
Yeah, who is that? I don't know. Well, Dinkelberg. And it doesn't necessarily have to be this way. I mean, it's multiple ways of how to. It's like Spike had maybe a bit much. Whoop. Yep. Point. Turn that off. I just like to try the options around, play a little bit. Then again, I love helmets. And hello, boy, my dude. Proud little inventor. Bucket. Bucket, bucket, bucket. Loop. Gonna make a copy of this. Gonna tuck it over there. Could be another way of doing this. Maybe she has this one horn to one side of it, like epic helmet sign. Just trying to think of something different other than the bucket helmet that we've already seen a dozen of times. I just want to make it more valuable to the play characters to collect. Worth fighting over. You get my drift. We have 5 more minutes to continue something epically.
Well, I'm really wondering what once was that horn, from which creature?
I think it's part of the helmet. It's like iron. It's like knife, like sharp blade.
What kind of like function did it have then at that point?
Give epic headbutts and injure the other player receiving end of, having, definitely not a person you should be playing football with or soccer.
No, but you shouldn't like headbump with anybody who's wearing a helmet, so...
Yeah, that's the entire gist and idea of it. It's like, do it! You're gonna be sorry with this one. That's why I wanted to design it a little bit like that. It's like, she is the one dealing the headbutts. Maybe the previous owner was too. No clue. Next design. Like a dragonborn type of helmet that was meant for a mighty dragonborn once, but yeah, that could be a thing. It's a little bit of an ode to a certain play character that we had in the game.
Yeah, I was even thinking maybe you can do like 3 spikes from one side. That could also be it. Like the one who like created his armor, let it into the fire too long, it's melted a little bit, and there were now like 3 like iron spikes from one side.
I do like the melting part to it. Well, I think if you melt it, it's gonna be more trippy.
Yeah, I was just like going up with ideas and see like how that works.
I like it. I actually like the idea, and that's why I'm trying to finish this. Like droopy. Like helmet accident, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Can even be that this armor was once used in like a fight against, for example, I have to remember the dragon. Like the dragon that spits acid.
Oh, the black dragon.
Yes, but I like the black one is the Then you got the attack and there's like part of it melted but they're like when it's cooled down, it's got these sharp edges that she's.
Then that would play throughout the entire armor piece that she's wearing.
Yeah, but she collected. Oh, yeah, but she collected from the one who's standing there.
True, she did collect the armor piece, but maybe she collected it prior to going up against the black dragon and then losing that, or retreating tactfully. She's not losing anything from that battle, and having the helmet damaged. Thus telling epic story with her doings. It's like, what happened to your uniform? This is totally fine. It's like, I do like the molten armor idea, so just a idea on that.
Yeah, we can even like say that this was like her, but that's the like going on a different route. That her helmet was from her old like armor piece, but the rest got melted. That was too much away, so she got a new one. But the helmet reminds her of this epic battle that she once did. So she kept the helmet and she replaced the rest of the armor.
Yeah, or just kept it and the entire armor is damaged. But repaired, it's repaired damage. Oh man. One thing for sure is that whatever route we take with us, it's going to be brutal. It's like, I barely noticed that an hour already passed by. Antlers.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for the comment. Lost by a dragon. So thus far, I think the antlers are gone at the moment. Sorry for the late response. Yeah, the antlers are gone. Like that big horn. And I think, yes, I think too much. Haha. We have something over here. Pretty much the same, so let's combine these. Whip. I still have to change the shield. It still needs some work. It needs the skull painted onto it.
Blood.
Yep, the bloody skull right over there. And perhaps some more dauntiness. And now it makes it entirely out of bark. Tree bark. We'll get there, we'll get there. The main thing I wanted to do is make a clipping mask layer. Turn this one back to the side. I want it to be turned to it. And maybe, yes, multiply. Because I did use golden decoration, but I do want it to be a little bit more. I might have to work on that arm. That may happen. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, we'd probably have to work on that helmet. Just a couple of more concepts.
Yeah, I just get to because you were drawing first on one side, so it was coming up with that like melting on one side part. Also because I think those like if you're thinking about like two parts of a face melted, I immediately think about like Two-Face from Batman, for example. And it's just awesome because like one side is like normal and good, and one side is like twisted and bad.
I didn't even think about like, not, having half of the thing blasted. I initially went for an entirely blasted helmet, if you've noticed.
Oh, no, I thought that you were still coming up with ideas, so...
yeah, true. And I'm incorporating the idea that you just had, like, half blasted. Flip some shiny. As for helmet designs, I'd like to go into studying on more helmets. That would be a thing.
I think it's actually really nice, and it already starts to really blend in with the colors of the rest of the armor, so it's really
absolutely. I just for reminder's sake, before we gonna go end this journey, before and after, it's like the AI. The AI made this. It's a very good piece. It's a solid piece. We still have to incorporate her bow back. This is what we have right now. Looks like a molten bucket helmet. This is where we started. Hold up. Flip. Wrong one. There. Yeah, even better, this one. Like where we started off before we plunged into the AI. Where we started our session with. So just gonna hold the two beside one another. I'll make a quick copy right over here. Or better yet, I have more page room over there or over here. So just gonna move this there. I'm gonna go copy, paste. And of course it's not yet done, but with the 2 measly hours that we do get, I think it's pretty fast toward the point of a finalized character design. Not yet there, and that's just me being picky, but we're getting there.
Oh, I love like getting them in front of each other.
Yeah. So we can definitely tell that the pose is strong, except for the hand. Might need some work. The entire arm. Might whip it around just to perhaps swing that mate with a chain. But I do like the more static pose, like the come at me, bro. I'll eat you alive.
Because that's what she is. That is.
Absolutely. Right, gorgeous. So we're gonna go end the session right over here. Let's see if we can rate one of our pallies. None of the pallies are online or streaming at this very moment, so we're just gonna go ahead and end the stream. Wish you all a very good day or night. Have at it.
Yes, goodbye.